Prepare for this class, my main objective is to expose us to other opportunities and to pull in entrepreneurs and to discover those within our church, within our district, and to provide support to help them out on that. So what we've been doing is there's a few areas we've been looking at that would possibly generate additional revenue. I think that the church should be looking broad. What we present today is thoughts and ideas. There's some things that, yes, we are involved in, engaged in, testing a model out. But we are not ready to probably add any others. We're testing the models out. We will explain the success, that we're having on it. But we want to vet. We're vetting very properly. And we trust in the research, those individuals that are participating in it. We all trust one another. So we're testing a model and see how beneficial that be. Once we find that something will benefit individuals and the church, we want to do that. That's the whole goal on it. So these are ideas, and you'll probably see them in the future. We've got a couple nonprofits and things like that we're looking at that we do, but they're not here at the district level. They're individual. So we'll continue doing that because something that's beneficial that our young people, especially the young mind, they're looking for something, want to run their own business. We need to be able to at least encourage them and provide as much support as we can. If we have individuals that are successful, as entrepreneurs, we can share. That's what we try to do. So we have a team that we continue to look at, and we're going to try to make sure that I expose things that I think are beneficial to the district. I'm trying to bring them to you. Okay, so this is what we're sharing with you today. All right, one of the team members is not here, so we may jump around a little bit, and we won't probably provide everything today because everybody's not here, but we'll provide enough for you to just get your interest in that type of thing. All right? All right, God bless them. Turn it over to Brother Chuck Booker, production manager, influencer. In my early management, they told us all about cross training. What I found out earlier when I was an analyst one, that meant that whatever they tell you to do, you better do it. But in the long run, it paid off. All right, and Brother Deacon Duvall probably has the joke, the inside joke, since he's into the technology and different gadgets. He probably have 30 different gadgets at his house. When he walk in the door, something is going off. It's a joke, but it's true.
More than 30. Yeah, more than 30. So what you're going to learn is how to make money, grow money, keep your money. And I say that to say this. What kind of influencer would I be if I didn't grab your attention? So this is called an opportunity workshop. To start out with, one of the opportunities is the church, not the church, but members of the church. They started a TV streaming service, and it provides every single channel that you can think of for one low price of $50. Every channel, every sports, every weather, paid channels, everything for $50, and you can take it with you wherever you want to go. Now, the reason why it's an opportunity because the church as an organization has the ability to turn into what they are. And Deacon Henry, he will come and explain that a little bit. But, so on to the stocks. You probably have always wanted to know, how can I just constantly make money in the stocks? As a little kid, you probably said there's got to be a way. Right here, this is the way. The answer you've been looking for your whole life is right here. Everything I've ever done in life, I have a daughter. I have $2. I'm married. Sounds kind of mean. You would think that those are my greatest accomplishments. No, it's this right here. It's this. Like, it's this. Sorry, Simone. It's this. Because this is what we've all heard of compound interest. This is what it looks like. You're going to see what compound interest looks like live. We know, brief on compound interest, $1,000. You make 3%, $30. Take that 30, add it to the 1,000. Now you have 1,030. You invest that. You make another 3%. That's $30.90. And so now you have $1,060.90. So I'm not going to go too much further in the numbers because it gets kind of hard to keep up. The bottom line is compound interest, the money that you make, you continue to grow, that money continues to grow. What this shows, this is an Excel spreadsheet, and what this shows is that the compound interest has been, let me get out of your guys' way. The compound interest right here, the example I'm going to use is this $1,000 right here. So you invest $1,000. Simple math. You invest $1,000. This is the only math I'm going to do for you guys. So you take $1,000 and you make 3%. Oh, let's say you make 3% 200 times. So you take $1,000 and you make 3% 200 times. That number would be $1,000 times 3% is $30 times 200 of those. That's $6,000. So if you take $1,000, you make 3%. I'm going to tell you how you can make the 3%, but right now I'm just doing the math for you. You take $1,000, you make 3%, 200 times, that's $6,000. So your $1,000 made you $6,000. With compound interest, that same example, this $1,000 at 3%, 200 trades, right here. Right here. Number 9. Let me make sure I get this right. That same $1,000, 3%, 200 trades, turns into $369,000 versus just $6,000. So compound interest, that's never adding any more money. Initial investment of $1,000, compound interest, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. This chart, to scroll down, it gets real wide. It's like way over here. It's like the screen, it won't be big enough. So they break them down into each one, and I got tired of scrolling down looking at each one, so I just have the chart right here. So, okay. Okay, gotcha. Now, that's just what compound interest is. We know what it is. That's what it looks like. This chart is going to be on the, what is it going to be on again?
It's going to be on the convention website that you guys are seeing on your mobile phones. It will be, I'll put the resources out there.
Resources. It's going to be on the resource page. This right here, I have a couple videos. It goes into depth on exactly how you can do this, exactly how it works. Every single thing, it's so much. So I have a couple videos. Actually, there's a whole bunch of videos that shows how you buy stocks, how you find stocks. Yes, how you find stocks, how you buy stocks, the difference between analytical versus technical. So if you go to Yahoo, we'll talk how you find a stock. People typically want to know, how do you find a stock? How do you get the 3%? So, so you go to Yahoo. Yahoo.com is free. And if you look up the mutual funds, which is free, all this is show. You go to Yahoo.com, look up their mutual funds, and you have each stock that's within that mutual fund. So it'll say, for instance, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Bank of America, Wells Fargo will be in that one stock. So then there's your stocks right there. That's a professional manager that has went in there and said, these are the A stocks. So you just trade off of those to get started until you get your own foothold on what's your playlist. Your watch list. What type of stock do you want? Do you want tech stocks? Do you want energy stocks? Do you want bank stocks? How do you classify them? Under volume? Do you put under earnings? I have all this. It gets kind of boring. It gets way up there. It's way deep. And that's why we're starting this investment club. And the investment club works two ways. One way, we can pool our money. And by pooling our money, we have all the money is in one pool, and then we can invest it as a group. And then we grow all together. By doing that, there's something called a margin. Have anyone ever heard of a margin in investing? Margin? Okay. Well, when it comes to the brokerage company. Okay, so this is interesting. I use TD Ameritrade. When you give them $2,000, they give you $2,000. However much you put in there, they match that. That's called a margin. So if you put $100,000 in there, they match you with $100,000. And you only pay interest on that money when you use that money to buy a stock. So if we were all to pool our money, let's say we all came up with, the combination of 100 of us came up with $1,000 each, we have $100,000. We put that into the brokerage account, they give us $100,000, now we have $200,000 to trade. And so we're already winning right there because we only put in $100,000, we already have $200,000, and then compound interest, the numbers get astronomical fast. Now you might say, well, how are you gonna get 200 trades? It says 4 years right here. So what this is a trade a week for that many years. A trade a week, 52 trades, I just rounded it to 200. A trade a week, 52 trades, that would be 104, 208, but I just rounded it to 200. So in 4 years, that's 200 trades. Here's another benefit of the margin. When you start a margin account, you get unlimited trades. So you could do a trade a day, 10 trades a day. So Bishop said that we're testing this out. And friends and family got together and we have a substantial amount in there. And some of the trades, I do 50 trades a day. I'm moving around, averaging, not that we have this much, but because of the margin, because of the amount of trades, I'm moving $10 to $15 million a day in trades. Don't say we have that much. I'm just saying that's the amount that's being moved. So in one day, I can do 10, 15, 20 trades. So it's not about just making the 3%. It's not about just making the 3% on one trade, just the 3% on one trade. You can make 0.25% on 6 trades a day, and that's 3%. No, I'm sorry. You can make 0.5% on 6 trades a day, and that's 3%. So you don't have to necessarily just make a 3% trade. You just get that for the accumulation, and then it totals that number. So, like I said, not to go too deep because it gets kind of boring. Start throwing numbers at you. There's step-by-step instructional videos on how to take a newbie to the end, or how to take someone who's experienced to the end, because you have this chart right here. Like I said, this is better than Simone. This is better than you, Simone.
Not really.
And Overseer Murray likes Simone, and this is better. It's not better, but it's different. So the investment club can work 2 ways. One, you can get a guarantee, 30% on your money, guaranteed 30%. Or you could just be taught how to do it yourself, or both. Or both. That's what's being presented. All this information, it's all free. If you do want to get in, you can get your money back at any time. And it just be prorated based on the guaranteed 30%. So that's what the bishop was saying. We're vetting this. You said, yeah.
We're not asking for anybody.
Right.
Yeah, we just present it out. Somebody says, oh, yeah, you know what? No, we don't want you because we vetting.
Yeah, vetting.
Yeah. We feel good about it.
Right.
But we vetting.
And you will get all this information before you even make a decision. It's going to be on the resource page. All this information. Any questions? I knew it. I said, there's going to be somebody. I know who that somebody's going to be.
Okay. when you start an investment club, then you would be responsible for the trading. Is that correct? Because you said, because how can I be in a club and I can be trading on my own?
Correct.
That's a single person. That's all I wanted to get clarified. If I join as investment club, and that's what you're offering me, investment club, then I'm not gonna go in there and be trying to trade anything.
Correct.
Right?
So, yes. Now, to join the club, it won't be me, it'll be a group of us, and we will decide on what stock is right as a group, as a committee, and then that will be traded. But you're right, everyone won't just individually trade in the club. You will be taught to do this on your own, and if you don't, then that's option 2, and you can join the club.
Okay, you can either do it on your own or join the club.
Or both. Yeah, or both.
Okay, but
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Side. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, side.
Yes, could you comment on what are some of the principles or guidelines that are used for trading?
That's what when you hit a pause button, that's great. Because I wanted to cover that, and I forgot. So this is great. I was showing the minister where, could you bring that up just for a second, the Word document or whatever that document was. So right here, there's about its principles for success. These are my personal notes for over the last decade of step-by-step of exactly how I do it. Step-by-step, all the pitfalls, all the accomplishments. It boils down to, if you make more than you lose, you win. That's what it boils down to. But there's one rule. I have one rule. I tell everybody, if you leave here, when you leave here, if you leave with this one rule, I'm happy. Number one rule, minimize your loss. If you do that, you just minimize the loss, and you'll be successful. Because every stock you buy is going to go up or down. Sometimes they go down and they keep going down. So if you just minimize that loss, live to fight another day. It sounds simple. I believe, Dr. Murray, you said the concept of getting fit, losing weight, eat less. How'd you say it? You said the concept is simple. If you want,
It's a very simple equation.
Right, it's a simple equation.
Right, and if you want to lose weight, you have to put out more calories than you take in.
That is the same concept with the stocks. Minimize your loss. It's the same concept. You just minimize your loss, because if you don't, you're just going to keep losing. And we've all heard, you buy and you hold. Just buy and hold. Amazon, you buy it. If I had bought Amazon, I'm pretty sure someone saw Amazon 20, 30 years ago when it was $25. And then it went up to the thousands. It still didn't beat the sheet in 4 years. Because how many Amazons are out there right now? How many $20 stocks right now you think somehow is going to go to $2,000? But stocks go up and down 1% every day. Like I said, all this is on the video. I don't want to show this because it's boring. It gets boring. It's too many numbers. So that's why they're broken down into multiple series of videos. You're getting all this stuff. You're going to get all this. All this. Any more questions? No more?
No, I mean, say you're working it out and so you decide you're gonna offer it, the investment club.
Right.
So would you start a new club, because the ones who've already invested, they started off with 1,000, they've made more money.
Right.
How are you going to divvy what are my earnings if you don't let us all start at 1,000, so each person is on an even keel?
Great
That's
question.
another thing, you're gonna have us come in at an even keel, or you're gonna say, oh, Sheila got more money, so she came in with 2,000, I came in with 1, she came in with 500,000.
Gotcha. I like Sheila. She got some more money. So it would be a separate club. It would be a separate club, because in order to make a club, it has to be incorporated. So we would just incorporate a new club. And then that corporation would be under the bishop. I'm name dropping. It'd be under the bishop's guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, in the new club, would you buy on options?
No, I'm not a fan of options. I just like traditional stocks. Options work, commodities work, short selling works, mutual funds work, ETFs work. I prefer just regular stocks, and I like safe stocks. I like the A plus because they just make small gains, but they also do small losses. You're dealing with a lot of money. You don't want any volatile. You want no volatility.
What does it mean when you say you buy on margin?
Well, the margin it's like borrowing money. So we put 1,000 in, 10,000 in. The brokerage account, the brokerage firm lets us use 20,000. So you put in 10,000, they let you use 20,000, and whatever you make goes to your 10,000. So you put in 20,000, you make 10%, which is 2,000. Now you have 12,000 because you just added the 2,000 to the 10,000. So you get to make 100% of what you make using someone else's money. So in essence, you become your own bank. Yeah, and it takes $25,000 to get unlimited trades. So that's why when we all pool our money, no one has to come in with 25,000.
And how does the brokerage make their money?
They make their money off of their credit. It's like a credit card. When you use their margin, they get interest when you use their money and you hold overnight. So if you were to never hold the stock, they would never get paid. And they get paid something like 8% a year divided by 365. And so whatever that comes out to be per day. So it's something like on $100,000, we were paying $8 a day in interest, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Have you thought about if you offer this to us to join the club, how we would get that money to you? Would we sell it, or how?
Yes, however, checks, cash, money orders, Zelle. And there's contracts for all this. I'm just glossing over it, but there's contracts for all this. There's beneficiaries for all this. Get in, get out whenever you want. And if you go with the guaranteed, it's just prorated. So, if you're in for 6 months, well, you get 15% versus 30 for the whole year.
Okay, I got a little lost when you said you go in and with the guarantee. And then you can go in, what's the other way I go?
The other way would be what the money makes. What it can turn into, and so you're kind of null and void in the guarantee. So you could just say, I just want to make 30%, or I'm going to take a chance and see what the money. Right now, any interest rates on banks? What's the highest interest rate?
1%.
So 30. So a guaranteed 30 is not bad. Mm-hmm.
Are there any tax implications as far as you put your money in and you make whatever personal gain?
Right.
What are the tax implications?
Well, see, the benefit, that's the benefit of the investment club, the benefit of incorporating, because it goes, I think it's a 1099. I forget the exact form that goes out, but it goes out to each person, just interest, 1099 interest. And that would just get mailed to you. So it's just like you win in the lottery. So everyone individually claims their own gains, and the club itself, no one has to take that big hit.
So when you offer this investment club, the new one, are you going to say you can join this investment club if you have $1,000, or are you going to say you can come in with 1,000 or more, but you have to have at least 1,000?
We won't give you an exact now.
No. I'm just saying when you get ready to start it.
Yeah, you will know.
Yeah, it's like Bishop said, we're going to discuss it, but pretty much what you said. Yes, there is going to be a minimum, but no max. Yeah, it would be.
It's a calculation how you divide it, what your percentage is of that money.
Well, let's just say you put in 50,000. Just 50,000 times 30% is 15,000. There it is. You know, so that's just what you would get. You know, you would get your 50,000 plus 15 back. So. Yeah, that 1,000 gets you $300. But that same 1,000, yeah, because that same 1,000 is just going to be in the bank and get you 3%, 1%, which is $10 to $30. So 300 is better than 30.
How far in advance are you looking into this? I mean, how fast can you get it? I'm old.
I like that. I do like that. I do like that. I do like that. It's around the corner. Say within. I don't want to necessarily say it's going to be on this date because we got to discuss it, but in a few months, in a few short months. Yeah.
Okay, make sure you trickle it down to the West Coast.
Trickle it down. Trickle it down. Well, it will be on the resource page. It will be on the resource page. Can that video be played?
Yeah, but you gotta
Let's see.
understand, we're gonna be very,
No, I was saying, is this district only?
yeah, we gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it's gonna be our,
But
our district.
it would be nice for us to have, before it get way out.
Okay.
But the team has to get together because, the team corporations, they say, listen, you got a voice in this, and we're all together.
Right.
We can do this here. So they have to be business-minded, the club has to be business-minded as far as what we
Right.
want to accomplish too. But at the same time, God, we think about, hey, how do we help one another? But we're very, be honest, we will, we vet. We don't want headaches at all.
No headaches.
We don't want it. We don't want it. We asked anybody to get in, but we want to make sure we present the information.
Right, and
You
then
know,
we have an opportunity.
yeah, because we just got
This one?
anything in life. I said, if you want any headaches,
Oh,
get
okay.
your money.
So right here is an example. This is like lesson 1, setting up your portfolio. Because setting up the portfolio is probably one of the more important steps because it's the foundation. We all know the foundation is as good as it gets. So this is how you go find the stocks. These are what is a good stock? What's a bad stock? So a bad stock. So this is setting up the portfolio. This video is 20 minutes. There's a whole bunch of these. That's why I didn't want to play it. So there's a whole bunch of these. All this is going to be in the resource page. And you're going to vet us.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you on that.
Oh,
Is it okay to-
oh yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
My only experience with the stocks is, with my retirement.
Right.
They was just general, like, you got the general fund, and then you have the one that's more risky.
Right.
Right? So with this right here, this is, can you invest in the groups like that, or you're picking your own individual, stock to buy? Or the item, or somebody's you're doing it for the
Right.
group, right?
So it will be individuals. It won't just be me. It'll be individuals that here's these 5 stocks that we've kind of isolated and say, these are good stocks. This is a good price. Which one of these do we want to go in? We're only dealing with the best of the best stocks. And because they don't lose. You don't necessarily want winners. I understand that sounds funny. You don't want to lose. You minimize your loss, and you're going to grow. So yes, everything is aggressive because of the chart. Because you only need 0.5% every day. That adds up. 1% a day is 5% a week. That's 20% a month. That's a lot. 20% a month. I mean, 1% a day beats the bank for a whole year. So, yeah, I mean, that beats the bank for the whole year. So, matter of fact, does anyone know a stock? Any stock? Just Apple. Do you know their ticker, by the way? Pretty good. Yeah, their ticker. So you said APPL? Okay, so Apple's stock today is $186.68. They are, per share. They are down 0.17%. So their low today was, this is Apple today, their low was $185 and they closed at $186. So right there, you would have made, on a stock that lost, you'd have made 0.5% if you would have bought thin and then sold at its high. So that's the benefit of unlimited trades. Because, can you bring up the website? I mean,
one?
any website?
Yeah.
Like, go to yahoo.com. So this is perfect. This is yahoo.com. So this is how you would do it. Go to finance. So right here, type in Apple, AAPL. Yeah, right there. So this is Apple stock. Hit this little X right here to get rid of that. So this is Apple stock today. You get their previous close, their open, their bid. You get a whole bunch of statistical information just right here. It's all free. It goes very deep. You get to see their historical data, their profile. It gets very, very deep. But this is what I want to show. Click on 5-day on the chart. This is their chart for 5-day. Click on 1 month. So just looking at this stock, not knowing anything about them, if you bought at the very beginning, would you be happy right now? Yes. Simple. Right, it's that simple. So that's called analytical trading. Because you're just looking at the analytics. It's the money. It's what you see. Your eyes say, oh, that one went up. Okay, that's a good one. Do 1 year. See 1 year. So right here, if you would have bought Apple, oh, that's even better. And then go to 1 year. No, you're right. You're fine. Let's go to 1 year. So right here, where would you have wanted to buy? Well, I would have wanted to buy right here. And where would you have wanted to sell? I would have wanted to sell up there. So yeah, if you bought right here, this is September, and you held it to right now, we're talking, so you bought right here in, this is August, what is this, 8/18 to today. So if you would have bought it at 8/18, last year, the stock price was $174. So in one whole year, it went from $174 to its current price of $186.52. You didn't make any money. I'm saying make 1% a day. That's like 5% for the whole year. So that unlimited trading, when you're making 1% a day, the numbers become unreal. If I show you those real numbers, you won't even believe it. So that's the compound interest on top of margin with unlimited trading. It's generational wealth. Generational wealth. So all this will be there. Oh, go back. This is how you find a stock. So like I was saying earlier, go over here to, where's the market?
Let's go back one more time.
So right, just hover over markets.
Okay.
Is it? Where's the T? Oh, okay, right here. Top ETFs. So you click on this ETF. This is a money market manager put this ETF together. Just scroll down. Just click the first stock. The first one, the TURL. So right here, this is an ETF, electronic transfer fund. You come over here to holdings. And right here, just scroll down. So right here, a little bit more. These are the top 10 stocks within that mutual fund. So there's your stocks right there. If you wanted to find some stocks, those right there. You have a money marketer that put this together already last year. So it's just that easy to find stocks. You find top mutual funds, and you just go see what stocks they're in. I mean, what stocks are in that top mutual fund. So it's easy to find stocks, and that's why I said when that first video on how you set up a portfolio, if every stock in there is safe, you're not going to lose. And again, number one rule is minimize your loss. So put some good stocks in there, you minimize your loss. So it's all there. It's all there. So this is why you get a few months, so you can see if this is a good option. That's why you get a few months. It's not that we're not ready to go right now. We want you guys to be ready to go because we don't want anyone to say I didn't know. So after a few months, if you're looking at this material, then you'll know. So that's one of the reasons why we're
What's gonna make you put it out to offer it to us?
we just think X amount of months is enough time for you to look over it. That's all. It's for everyone that's getting in to get a good understanding. So you don't come in with questions. You come in with, yeah, I want to join. You've already answered everything. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Because we would be ready to go right now. So we're not learning anything here. We're ready to go. We just want you guys to learn, so you'll be ready to go.
Better to, it don't make sense, but it's better, in my mind, to discourage in the beginning, to make sure that you really do the research and feel comfortable. And the trust, so that's why I'm not pulling arms or nothing like that. I'm gonna test it, but once we have produced our time period of the results, then we'll brag on that.
Yeah.
We can comfortably brag because it occurred. It ain't like within the group it was a novice. We had the experience of over 40 years experience. So I will tell you that. So that's without getting any more. The team is cautious.
Yeah. And what I started with at the beginning, the TV streaming service, you don't have to actually start that. You guys can get that. Cable? Who still has cable? Or DirecTV or anything? What do you pay, just out of curiosity? Do you pay over $50 a month? Do you get every channel? Well, then you need to switch. So this is going to be in the resource page.
Okay, you're talking about switch with who?
The service that the church, I say the church, it's the members of the church, they started, that
Know nothing about that.
it just started, yeah.
Remember, this is opportunity, revenue opportunity. So we're just exposing you. You didn't know it's just today. I just brought it in line, I'm sharing things that'll be a benefit for individuals in the district. So nobody knew but us.
Yeah.
Because we're creating.
Okay.
That's why you don't know. So we're sharing information.
So after today on this TV, it's gonna be available to me to do it, or what are we saying?
Well, it'll be available to buy the service for sure. And every channel, you can watch TV on your cell phone, on your tablet, on your computer, on your TV. You could take, it's like a Fire Stick, or you just plug it into the back of your TV and you can take it to anybody's TV. Any TV, you have every channel. Right now on my phone, I got 18,000 channels of live TV I can look at right now because of this service, and it's $50 a month. $50 a month. Live TV all the time, every channel. I keep saying every channel. What does every channel mean to you?
Up all night.
What does it mean? Yeah, and when I say every channel, I don't mean like cable says every channel. I mean every 18,000 channels. All baseball, all football, all golf, all basketball, the NBA tickets, the baseball ticket, college, pay-per-view, cinema, every channel. There's like 30 church channels. It's 18,000 channels is on my phone right now. $50 a month.
How do you don't need a Fire Stick or anything with that?
When you sign up, you could buy one, and if you have a smart TV, they can send you the code. You can just look at it on your TV. Yeah, you got a smart TV. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now the deacon can explain this part to you, to the TV service.
Thanks, Chuck.
Hey, no problem.
Let me add some to the chart.
Oh, here.
When you get that, does that go to every TV in your facility or in your house?
cover those bases as well. But let me back up just a little here. Again, I'm from an IT programming standpoint. Some of these boxes that he's referring to, actually, I'm actually coding some things behind the scenes to make it easier for the customers. And again, if people are more attuned or educated, we can make it much more simpler. We can just send them codes. That's what he was referring to on that. But the service is true. I mean, it's a lot of channels, but we actually manage it as far as sources. Sources are basically of the content, how it's coming, being basically streaming to the actual box, streaming to the actual phone. It can stream to Apple TV. It can stream to any of the Apple devices. So that's saying that means you having multiple TVs, multiple devices at home, you can stream to any of those devices simultaneously. Now that all, again, depends on your internet speed. If you don't have sufficient internet speed, then that's probably, you may only want to stream to one device. But if you have 100 megabit download or, and a good upload speed, then you can cover, handle maybe 4 or 5 devices. Okay. But again, it depends on your own personal situation, input, transfer rate. I knew he was going to do this.
This what you hear. This is the Weather Channel live on my phone right now. There's 16,000 channels. This is live TV on my phone right now. $50 a month. You get it on your cell phone, your computer, your tablet, your laptop, all for $50 a month. Every TV you buy a little plug, and if you got 5 TVs, you just buy 5 plugs. You got the whole thing on all the TVs.
Well, so we buy a plug from.
Well, again, yeah, true. I mean, you can actually purchase the boxes from us directly, or if you're in tune, it's an Android box. So you can get your own Android box, but then you'd have to program it. And so we do the programming. So you could either mail us the Android box, or, again, which box you would prefer. We would go through the programming effort, and then we would have to mail it back to you.
How much is the box? Your box, the box.
Okay.
So it's $75 per box?
Yeah,
Per box.
Yeah.
that's the promotion.
Yeah.
Promotion?
Yeah.
Promotional, because we have sold a box for $150 before. We sell them for $150.
So this the church discount.
And you get to
That's what that was.
How long will that be in effect, the $75? I mean, who do we contact?
Well, can I jump in again?
Yes, you may. You may.
We're not,
Advertise.
yeah, I'm not
Ready.
interested in selling any now. I'm just mainly want to present to
Opportunities.
you, and then we can discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because again, the opportunities,
The
so,
job here was,
go ahead, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
to expose us to this class, is to expose us to some opportunities. And we'll be continuing, doing that in our convention. So, but I didn't come to sell.
Right.
Now.
Right.
Yeah, we got the demonstration we wanted to.
I have a question. Do you have to update the system at all?
Yes.
You do have to update it.
Yes.
How often is that done?
It's like any smart box.
Uh-huh.
Usually you try to do it every 30 days,
Okay.
just to make sure you get any firmware updates, any application updates. You would want to at least do those updates every 30 days.
So are those done through you, through code? Or
They can be.
because okay.
It definitely can be. Yeah. Or I show you how to do it. We have, again, me being from an IT background, I had experiences with remoting into servers and systems to manage them. And there's software available that allows me again, or staff, to be able to remote into the box
Right.
at your location, walk you through, and you get to see everything happening, walk you through how to update, how to change things, how to configure, because again, you may need a little, tutorial,
Right.
how to use certain things. But I mean, it's most of it's pretty simple, just like, basic TV. But once you get it, you can play with it yourself. and get comfortable with it.
We
And
might, if the time's right, we could do a demonstration quick. You know, we might just do a little demonstration.
Yeah, he's about to go get, he's about to, Deacon Downey is about to go get a box right now. He's gonna hook it up to this TV. You're gonna see it right now. As soon as he come in.
You could watch the same movie over and over and over.
Sure
You
can.
get different movies.
Everything.
So all
Everything.
these
Well, they-
stations we get to see.
yeah, and they have like,
Everything.
they have like, but again, I mean, this is like the bishop was mentioning. This was a business opportunity, so this is a way that you could save money to use your money for other things. Again, for the church things that we may need. Again, for all the things that we're helping the youth, you know, to try to, you know, allocate your funds in the best way. And this was just thing that we decided, you know, to put together and work on. And again, with my skill set, to get things, you know, rolling. And that's why I jumped on.
Yeah, Yuval, you can explain to them what you had to do for the hospitals. You can give them that back.
Sure.
You can let them know that.
Sure.
That experience, what you were responsible for.
Okay, okay.
You know,
That's good.
you know that.
Right, right. Right. Oh, let me answer a question with
Tech support.
that. Yes, we definitely would. And that, again, that's with the remote support, basically remoting into the box at your location.
So that's support all of $50.
Yeah.
And when you update things,
No. 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 But my background, again, Bishop wanted me to mention my since retired background. I spent 33 years in the civil service, almost 10 years in the DoD, Department of Defense, managing healthcare facilities, the actual hospital systems. We were basically managing them all over the USA and overseas. I was part of a team, and we were more on the performance management part of it, but I've held other titles, supervisory, programmer, obviously. Yeah, programmer, obviously. And we did all the patching to the software again, and these are thousands of terminals, and these are like mainframes for some of the hospitals. Some are smaller, some are larger. They handle hundreds, thousands of users, doing all the different services, radiology, admission discharge. I mean, Gloria, you know, she worked with me at one of the hospitals. So, you know, I do have a lot of experience. And so this tweaked my interest when they brought it to me. And knowing I can code and make it simple and make it universal and maintainable, because that, you know, keeps the costs down. And then time-wise, if I can get, you know, automated enough where it's not taking a lot of our personal time. You know, the system basically runs itself. And then the performance-wise is just managing the hardware and the software that's on the boxes.
so how much internet speed do you need to have?
I would recommend for nowadays, again, for just like one stream, at least 10 megabit download and 5 megabit upload.
See, I don't know.
Okay, 10 down to 5 up.
Right. Okay.
But I mean,
Connect the
You
Wi-Fi.
need to connect it to the Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, yeah.
So you got it in the general settings, so we need to get it on the Wi-Fi. You should let me just do it on the Apple. Oh, but I know you're saying this is the box, so. Yeah, so you have to go to Wi-Fi. Is it on Wi-Fi? See, you didn't get my favorite box.
Yeah, we got several boxes. That's one of our ones that it's, everybody's okay, but if you was to purchase one at a later date, it'll be a different type of box. This is just like a demonstration.
Yeah, that
This
was,
is,
he's got it in that
there's more
mode.
to do, you know, arrow coming on to the corner. You know, we're trying to make it easy.
Yeah, well, that's what I want. But when, sometimes when you get it in, see, because it went into the app. So here, I would get it. On the Wi-Fi.
They do. All the time. Yeah. Enjoy it. Come on in here.
That's it, yeah, make sure that the grandkids, they'll figure it out.
Oh, yes, right.
Well, the kids will be, they will be all over. It'd be hard to keep them under there. And there is, adult control and all that kind of stuff too as well.
Yeah, it's like, show me what you do.
Usually you're present and then present.
It's working. Oh, yeah.
People that know are, right? Okay, so now I can go back. So now we're going to number 9. So, yeah, that was
Quick question.
Sure, go ahead.
The system, does it get Netflix, Hulu?
Yes, yes. Yeah, they'll have all the basic apps that you're familiar with, Amazon. But I'm not programming those because that's on you, with you, based on your subscriptions and stuff.
So we still would pay for Netflix?
Oh, yes. I'm not touching those.
Okay, okay, I got it.
No, okay. I'm just, clarifying. Yeah. Yes. Right. Did you have other questions for Chuck? I know you had your hand up. For the stocks? Sure. For your dad? You had a question for your dad? You have a question for me? Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
If you don't have the box, you said you could just download it to your smart TV?
Certain smart TVs, because I would have to have access to the actual smart TV.
Or your cell phone.
So what smart TVs?
Certain ones that have the ability.
Like Sony Android?
Correct. Yes. Where you can program it, basically, because this is the Android operating system, when you're going in there, installing certain apps that allows you to configure. Well, not necessarily, like I said, Android is easier to program into, to install apps, but I have other apps that you would have to purchase, the opening app, like for Apple, for instance. There's a little app that you would have to install yourself from your own account. Again, that you would pay for. But we're not talking $10, $15, so it's not like a lot. And a one-time thing, it's not like monthly. Okay. For Apple.
You have a technician who would come to the house and do that?
No. That's why I mentioned about, we used to travel, and I traveled, but that's why we came up with the remote software. So we put remote software on there. I remote in, I walked you through it over the phone. Say, hey, you push this button, push that button.
Just show them the amount of channels.
What's that now? What is that? Well, so you can see all the channels right there, 16,258. And then they have them in different categories. So then you got the U.S. religious category, 28 there. So you select that, and there you go. There you go. So it would be like that at your house. And then you go to a different one. Scroll down. TVN. And then you can play the whole thing where then it's full screen. Okay. So it's just that, it's just like having TV.
Okay.
I think we probably.
Have enough?
No, go back.
No.
Yeah, I think we had our time, though, I think we may be over.
I'm sure we're over it. I'm sure we're over it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got you. We wanted to just, present it to you. We had a lot of different. At 3:30, okay. Okay. Well,
hasn't started yet.
So any other questions on this?
Any other
We're done.
questions, please? You know what we're doing though, now, you're clear, you know what I'm doing now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we moving, yeah,
So is that good?
yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, we good.
Bishop, what was that number you have?
Can't remember my head.
Your number? No, your number, Bishop.
I'm the district bishop, so y'all got my number. You got me, I cannot avoid it.
Real members of that.
That's how we go.
Right, that's right.
Thank you.
So we good?
Thank you, yeah, thank you for your comments.
Oh, he's thinking, I was taking your remote, huh? You're good, you're good. I just want to turn, stop this.